Okay, so we are now in the Flame Forge. This is the final forge for the final upgrade for the Reaver. Oh, it's going wonderful. I got another pet, so now I have 2 rabbits in the house, which is as fun as it sounds. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be a case of trying to carry a torch from over there to over there. Okay, I need... First of all, I'm gonna need darkness, because I need to get that thing on. Oh, blood fonts. Yeah, I have 2 bunnies. One is 5 years old and one is 10 months old. One is a lion head and the other one is just a common rabbit. I don't really know. Okay, so let me see. This is... Hold on, will that crystal react to just any strike? Nope, it won't. It needs to be darkness. Okay, so let's see. There's a torch. And I can set the torch on fire. Will that trigger something? Aha. I see. Okay, I see how this is gonna go. Gonna be tricky. I don't know how... This is gonna probably be a tricky puzzle. So, just to answer your question, how are rabbits as pets? They are very demanding. So the problem with rabbits is in the world they are not predators, they're prey, and that makes them very skittish, that makes them very afraid of everything. They are... You have to be very gentle with them, essentially. That's the long and short of it. You have to be very thoughtful with them, you have to be very mindful of what they will and will not tolerate and things like that. But they also, in my opinion, I only had cats and dogs before, and in my opinion, rabbits have a lot more personality than cats and dogs do. I could be biased because I just fell in love with them so much, but they are absolutely wonderful. I was wrong, that was not a death, that was not a darkness, that was a light font. Oh, I'm probably biased. It's very likely that I am, but I don't mind. I don't mind that they are absolutely wonderful creatures. They are imagine if you have a creature that is really scared of you but also loves you to a degree. So like a very small cat or a dog, which like they're afraid of you, but they want to be near you, and it's a very, very... It's difficult to explain to somebody who never had rabbits or who doesn't like it. But the thing is, I was against having rabbits when I was before we got the first one, because I never had rabbits in my life. I was always a cat or a dog person. I had cats and dogs my whole life. I only saw rabbits as an ingredient in a stew. I never saw them as pets. So I was surprised when we got this bunny, and just how wonderful he was and is as a pet. So yeah. Oh. Okay, this didn't prove that difficult after all. Well, they do and they don't. So what we did is we essentially bunny-proofed the apartment so that they can run around and just live their best life, because they will make a run for it and chew up your cables. But in my experience, they only did that, well, he only did that, our first bunny did that when he was mad at us. Because he didn't chew any cables before or since that single event. Okay, so there were a couple of other... Oh, so this isn't done yet. I was celebrating too early. Okay, so I'm not exactly clear on what I need to do here. Oh, this is the fire font. So, oh, I need to bring the torch back here. Ah, yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to restart part of this, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to jump up through this. Oh, I will. Never mind. They did think of that as well. Okay. So, light it up. And I am guessing, oh, I'm not gonna make it. I will. That this blood fonts can extinguish. Ah, crap. Well, that failed spectacularly. The camera was working against me there. But yeah, I was saying we bunny-proof the place so that they can run around, because while the bunny didn't chew anything initially, he got mad at us when we left him alone for a week, and when we came back and let him out, he was with a babysitter for 2 weeks. And when we came back, he got pissed off, and in 20 minutes he chewed off every single cable in the house. He never did that before, and he never did it since. But that time he got pissed and he did it. Without regret. Okay, should be it. Well, that's the thing. Whenever he is being naughty, we threatening we're gonna put him in a stew.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Rabbits are very smart. I was surprised. They're very clever.
Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Raziel. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Raziel. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Serafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Serafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
And now we make the run for the fortress one last time. And then we have a boss rush. I do have a Fire Reaver now, and Fire Reaver has fireballs. Of course.
We've been expecting you, little Raziel.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future. For here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
There we go. I think that this means that there will be no more human opponents. But I could be... well, I'm not wrong in this particular instance. Could just eat them with the Reaver. Then again... oh, there are enemies. Human enemies. Ah, come on. Yeah. The controller isn't sensitive enough for this. Actually, I don't want to kill you with the Reaver. I dodged that. How much health do you have? You know what? There we go. Aha.
Do you really think you can save Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Okay, would you let me go now? Oh, there's gonna be more demons. Oh, there is one. Poor boy got stuck. Ah, more humans.
Guard me, brothers.
Nobody's gonna guard you. You're my first target. Extra health. I don't really need to kill any of these guys. Well, now I do.
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. Save the game. This is almost the end now. All that's left is getting back to the fortress and a boss rush. I'm gonna wait for them to kill each other. Oh. He's having trouble hitting me for some reason. There we go. Oh, there's another one somewhere. Probably behind where I left them. Oh, no. No, there is. It's not coming down, so there has to be another demon somewhere. Makes sense for him to be here. And so he did it. There it is. Again, I'm gonna wait for them to kill each other. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be finishing this one today. And I'm hoping that... well, actually, no, I'm quite convinced that we will be able to get onto Defiance as well, because I did test it, and Defiance works without any tinkering or without any patching or anything else on Windows 10 without any problems. I tested it before I started this stream, so once we finish Soul Reaver 2, we're immediately jumping into Defiance. I'm gonna ignore you, you don't matter. Probably gonna be a battle here. Yes, there is. Of course, that's not fair. I am probably going to end... Oh, I can't see myself like that. Yeah, figured that was gonna happen. I can't deal with all of them all together. Oh, I really dislike the dodge mechanic. And there we go, I died. The second time in the entire run, and the exact same reason. There's too many enemies and the combat is too finicky. I mean, the combat is great, but the dodging is just too finicky. And that's a shame, because it's the most important function in the game, and it's just... So, it's difficult to explain what the problem is without you actually playing the game, but essentially, the way that you dodge in this game is you press a button and a direction, but that direction isn't going to be the one that he takes. It's gonna be the direction you've chosen in relation to his currently facing direction. So he might... So if you're standing next to an enemy and if you push dodge and forward, he might actually jump forward, or he will either dodge forward, or he will spin around the enemy in a forward direction. And which is gonna happen, you don't know. So when you see me dodging into their weapons, that's why that happens. And also, even though you dodge, it's not like in Dark Souls where the enemy attack still continues going in the direction it was going before you dodged it. It goes... Oof, jeez. I think this is gonna be harder than the boss fights. See, I dodged and it still goes into me. The Reaver is eating me, but I don't care. See, I dodged and the attack still followed me. And then we're surrounded by a bunch of Shua. Okay, I do have to kill that demon. I can't progress without killing him. But it makes it difficult with all the Shua here. I hate the demons in this game. Okay, where is the demon? Come here. There we go. Finally. Did I make a wrong turn? Isn't this Ustenheim? I did make the wrong turn. This is Ustenheim. I need to run in the opposite direction of this. Need to find a portal. There it is. Now there were still humans here when I left. Or not.